To the video. My name is Victor Bonico Johnson. I'm here to help you because I too am over 40 years old. I was able to transition from my corporate career of 17 years into being a full-time entrepreneur about 8 years ago. So what I want to do today is share with you 5 keys that will really help you get going. Now, there's tons of other steps, right? But these 5 keys are critical to your planning phase to help you get that smooth takeoff into transitioning from your W-2 job or your corporate job into being your own boss. So first of all, why would that be something that somebody would want to do? I mean, you're 40, conventional wisdom tells us, oh man, I don't want to take a risk at this stage in my life to gamble away my savings or my retirement money, So let's just talk about that, right? Because this is a different time of day and you don't always just have to rely on the company that you work for the stability in your future. And so one thing is many people that have reached our age at this time in our career, again, 15, 20 plus years in a particular industry or even at a particular same company. And you've given, you've done, you've built people, you've developed processes and teams, but you don't really get much of the credit. And you certainly aren't get the biggest bulk of the money if you're not the owner of that company. So that could be one reason that you're interested in looking into reasons why you would start your own business. Secondly, you want to buy back more time. Your kids have maybe gone out into college or they're out of the house now doing their own family, doing their own business, doing their own work life, and you are ready to start having more time to do stuff for you, to focus on you, or focus on your kids, or focus on your grandkids, or give more charitable time to your community, or any number of reasons that you don't want to be spending 40 to 50 hours a week at another company. Thirdly, you may have realized that technology now supports you being able to make this leap. Not only technology, but you saved a nice little bit of change. You're finally ready to say, you know what, I'm willing to make an investment in myself. Or you could be like my situation where you worked in the industry for 17 years and 4 times you experienced either a corporate shutdown, a division shutdown, or a position was eliminated. In my case, in 2019, which is the official year that I went full-time entrepreneur, I started in 2015, but in 2019 is when I said, hey, I'm gonna bet on Vic Johnson because my director position, I'm making well over 6 figures, and my position was eliminated from me. Not due to performance or anything or even behavior. My numbers were outpacing themselves year over year. I'm developing others under me. I'm putting processes and procedures in place that are profitable for the business. But suddenly, one day I was told, hey, your position is being eliminated. So for me, the main reason that I decided to do this, I wanted to be in more control of my career, of my finances, of the decisions that were going to impact my family. So this could be you. And if so, you've landed on the right video. You're over 40, you got some stability financially, but you are ready to do something that makes you happy. You want to follow your own passion, whatever that is. For me, I didn't even realize that it was real estate investing or entrepreneurship or even speaking, which is one of the main things that I do in my career now. It's just that I realized that I wanted to establish another stream of income that will make me more comfortable should somebody decide to close the door on my career. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is give you 5 things that we did, at least in the beginning planning phase of our process to help you get started. And for those of you that wanna move faster, you wanna get more support, more guidance, we'll talk about that towards the end of the video. So number 1, I did take some notes to make sure that I stay on task because I can be a bit of a talker. So number 1, research and plan strategically. And what does that mean? Well, create a comprehensive plan. If you're going to start a business, you must have a comprehensive business plan. I'm talking about marketing strategy, who's your competitors, who will be the target customers, how will you find those target customers, what will be the finances that will come in over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, what will be the expenses that you'll spend, how will you scale? I mean, there's a whole litany of things that you want to plan out that will be very important if you're going to go ahead and be your own boss, right? Also, if you're on the investing side, you want to start a real estate business, then it's even more critical that you have an investment strategy, a comprehensive investment strategy. How many dollars do you have? What is the cost of real estate now? What are the cost of borrowing money if you're going to leverage any loans or anything like that? What about contractors? How do I find tenants? How do I keep tenants? How do I get good tenants? How do I manage the property once I have tenants? There's just tons of things. Or maybe you're going to get into development. Whatever it is, you must have a strategic plan, and you got to do some research first. So use the time in your evenings, your weekends, your off hours of work now while you're still there, or if you haven't stayed at the company and you're already out on your own, then maximize the next week of your time to really dig deep into the business. And I'm talking about really understand what the competition looks like too and how they've moved. So that's important. Number one, research and plan strategically. It really will help you mitigate some of those risks. Number two, leverage your existing skills and network. So that means that many of the things that you've already done, you've already, again, built teams, processes, you've implemented strategies, you've met people in the industry. So even if you're not going to stay in the same industry that you're in, some of those skills and people are transferable into your new lifestyle, into your new business. So it's very important. Use that expertise, use that professional experience that you have, and make sure that you're leveraging it properly. For us, what we did was we invested in a weekend course. It was 2 8-hour days on a Saturday and a Sunday. And we decided to learn from experts that were already doing rental property investing. Well, we were around others that were either at the same level as us financially. Definitely, we all had zero experience. There were some that had more money, some that had less money. But we were learning from people who had dozens and dozens of deals under their belt. And we were able to learn from them directly, ask questions. We were able to kind of quench some of our interest and curiosity, but we also were able to calm down some of the fears. And that was really important to us. So we were able to leverage some existing expertise that was out there, but actually that feeds into my third bullet, which is seek mentorship and guidance. And so that's what we did during that 2-day weekend was we got the guidance that we needed. Now, of course, there was this huge pitch at the end of the weekend that, hey, well, for another $20,000, we can make you a millionaire next week. We're going to take these notes that we've been taking and workbooks and resources that you gave us, and we're going to go ahead and make it happen. And that's what we did. 90 days after that course, we had our first property purchased, renovated, and rented out. So we were really serious about what we were going to do. And you know what? Some of you might be thinking, well, weren't you scared? Weren't you afraid? But we were so locked in on the steps that we needed to take to be successful that we really didn't have time to think about the fear. We were up night after night, researching even more than what we learned in that weekend. And we were serious about reaching a goal within 90 days, and we actually hit that accomplishment. Make sure you celebrate your small successes too. So number one, research and plan strategically. Number two, leverage your existing skills and network. Number three, seek mentorship and guidance. And at the end of the video, well, actually now you can even scroll down into the description, click a link. I'm gonna offer you a free PDF that has a checklist of things for you to do, including all these steps that we're going over now. But you also will be able to click into a link to go right into our coaching program if you really wanna move faster and be more held accountable for your work. So, number four, this one's critical. Plan your finances wisely. All right, so I'm talking about put together a realistic budget. Think about your personal expenses and the business expenses that you're now about to take on. Think about the possibility of not earning any money for the next 6 months to a year. You know, that is a realistic possibility. I mean, we don't plan for people to do that, but unfortunately, you can't dictate the market all the time. You can't dictate all the fluctuations in your particular income or the economy. So there could be things that you need to do, not to mention professional services like accounting and lawyers or anything like, depending on your industry, you may need to pay certain fees to get licensing and all these different types of things. And I think those are critical that you plan those out and even put a buffer of maybe another 20-25% on what you think you'll need just in case things go awry. I'll tell you what else it does. It makes you more comfortable knowing that you still have some money. And I'm talking about money outside of your retirement money. You know, you may have a plan for a certain amount of savings, but this should be money that you put aside. You know, you've already been successful in your career, so you should have some money that you can put aside just to invest in your business and all the things that you'll need to support your growth in that business. So that is super important. Number 5, and the final one, continuously learn. Be somebody that's constantly looking for education. Go to the workshops, go to the seminars, log on to the webinars, scroll YouTube, read the books, go network, talk to people, not only your competitors, but people that support your business. You know, for us, we're in the real estate business, and it was important for us to talk to lenders, talk to contractors, talk to title companies, developers, other people who have invested, other investors. All of those people have lended great knowledge to our experiences, and it probably saved us tons and tons of money, not to mention tons of time that we would have wasted not even knowing the right questions to ask. So that's why, you know, our program is really great for those of you that really are serious about taking a leap of faith and getting started right away. You know, we've already gone through some of those hard knocks that you're going to experience, and we know the questions that need to be asked that you're not even thinking about yet. So recap: number 1, research and plan strategically. Number 2, leverage your existing skills and network. Number 3, seek mentorship and guidance. Number 4, plan your finances wisely. And number 5, continuously educate yourself. Take ownership of your own personal growth. So those are the 5 keys for people over 40 that are looking to transition from their W-2 job or your professional career into starting your own business. So I mentioned that I'm offering a free starter kit. You can click in the link or look in the description down there to be able to access the free starter kit. It's a PDF document. You can print it off. You'll be able to follow it very closely. All these tips, plus more detail, more meat about what we just went through. Also a couple bonus tips. And speaking of a bonus tip, this one's important. You won't be successful unless you believe that you're successful. That is so critical. And I'm telling you, as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, there will be days that you wake up and you will regret leaving corporate, whether they left you or you left them. And I'm telling you, you can overcome that. Listen to podcasts, listen to motivational things, write a mantra for yourself. Speak the life into existence that you want for yourself. Put up vision boards. Listen to positive affirmations. Change your circle. So some of these things will be also listed in that PDF, but it's important that you really build the mindset that's needed to be successful. It's different than having a team that you can go to and listen. If you make a mistake on your own, that's money and time that you've lost. You make a mistake in your corporate job or at your company, sometimes you can bounce back because it's not your money. Somebody else can step in to hopefully cover for your mistake. But this is you and your team that you build ultimately at some point. So I really just wanted to mention that before we got out of here today. So get the free starter kit. And then again, for those of you who want to move faster, you want to move more strategically, you want somebody to hold your hand, we offer a personalized one-on-one coaching program. We've got online courses. We've got access to me personally. I have a small team that will also support, and you can access us during business hours. So if you have a question even in the middle of the night, you shoot an email. It gets answered first thing in the morning, or you're able to get a frequently asked questions portal that we allow you access to that helps you to answer those questions during your journey. So that's all I got. I'm accepting coaching clients now. I really want you to be successful. I would love for you, if you landed here, you followed all the way to the end of this video, then maybe we should be working together. I'm a very honest guy, high integrity. You can check out the testimonials and some of the reviews on my business coaching platform. It's definitely something that I'm really about, helping people. I get more pride and success feeling that I help somebody grow rather than even just looking at a transactional situation. So that's all I got. My name is Victor Bonico Johnson. You can access the book, my online courses, the coaching programs, or even hire me as a speaker or a consultant or a facilitator at BeTheVictor.us. BeTheVictor.us. I hope this has been helpful for you. Number one thing, take action today. Have a good day.